Proposed amendments to Laurel's 5-year city growth policy from 2020 have some citizens concerned for the potential changes their city and their community could face. Now, looking at that meeting today, the chamber room in Laurel City Hall was absolutely packed to the brim with citizens from the city and beyond, with the public hearing focusing on amendments made from the 5-year growth policy that was established in 2020. During some residents' testimonies, they questioned why 3 years into a 5-year plan, things were suddenly changing. Some from Laurel emphasized they have felt left out of both the development of the plant and the proposed changes to the city's growth policy.
To my knowledge, I have not talked to anyone in this town. And believe me, I've spent the last week or so talking to a lot of the folks you see in this room today. Not one single person has any clue or idea about what you guys are up to at this meeting, at the meetings you already had, or what you're planning into the future. Not even members of the board of our local city chamber of commerce. Yet 2 of the 5 main goals on the planning board listed on the website are to ensure growth activities maintain a high quality of life for residents and to create an attractive community for prospective residents, businesses, and institutions. I want to remind you that one of the biggest mistakes that communities make is growth before infrastructure.
Now, the land where the proposed methane-powered energy generating plant would sit is currently zoned for agricultural use and currently cannot continue development as it stands. However, with the amendments to the policy, the plant can go forward with the zoning changing to heavy industrial use. A few in Laurel emphasized that if the methane plant needed to be created, there were many more appropriate spaces in the vast expanse of Montana than in their town. And some residents question the use of methane-generated power in the first place, when solar and wind could be a possibility. But still, some in Laurel worried about the reliability of these methods.
This pie-in-the-sky wind, solar, and batteries, my daughter had to evacuate her house because there was a very large fire from the lithium battery storage that was down the street from her location. So to say that we can put in solar, wind, it's not reliable. If these people here that think that this is a great idea, Northwestern can give them two-way meters, and if there's ever a curtailment, they can volunteer to be the first people to have the power turned off when it's 30 below and it's night, and there's no solar and no wind.
And expanding power as the Treasure State grows is the end goal for the proposed plant. According to a statement from Northwestern Energy, the 175 megawatt Yellowstone County generating station is a cost-effective resource for generation for Northwestern Energy to serve our Montana customers reliably when they need energy the most, such as the coldest winter nights. The Yellowstone County generating station's on-demand generation is needed to bring more variable wind and solar generation onto the grid. And because of the testimonies heard tonight, council members in Laurel elected to table the amendments until a new meeting in January to further continue the discussion. Ren Wadsworth, Nonstop.